So this is a pretty new camera angle if you ask me, right? Because I stuck my tripod in the car, so passenger seat there, basically see me here. It's mostly just more yap. I already trained today too, so this is after the session that I had, and yeah, I just don't know what else to say. I prefer this angle a lot better anyways, but you know, with the tripod I have both my hands free, so it's not like super awkward. But pretty much, yeah, session's done. It was pretty okay, I guess. Ended up talking to a few people as well, and carved up. Still gotta eat my pasta at home, finish a mass gainer. But I'm feeling pretty, still down and still in the dumps. But you know, that's just life, right? I guess. I think I'm just, low-key I'm just dragging it. It feels like something I should be over already, but I'm not. I don't know if that's normal, and I think part of me is like, it feels like I'm attention seeking at this point, because there is no logical reason for me to not be over everything that I'm going through right now, right? So, like, I think I mentioned it before, but I don't know if I have, but I'm thinking of just like pretty much going ISO and just, you know, pretty much shutting myself away for a little bit just to set myself straight, just because I know that even though my friends are around, they don't really know the full extent of what's going on. And if I were to do that and just isolate myself pretty much, I think it's better. Like, yeah, I just think it's better that way. Not because it's doing anyone any favors, because it's not, right? It's for me, except the only favor would probably do is for like my ex, for example, or like for anyone. So yeah, I feel like it's the best option for me at the moment, but I'll see when it gets around, and I feel like I'm pretty set on it. But other than that though, yeah, just still pretty in the dumps. You know, apparently it's normal. Like therapy today was whatever, you know, didn't really talk about much other than just, you know, just like, it was still a lot, and I think it's just unboxing everything I am feeling and the reasons as to why, right? But I feel like I sort of already have got it in my head, and it's just more so less trying to self-sabotage myself in that instance, right? Because, like, to pretty much unpack just a little bit, I don't think I'm an inherently good person for reasons I don't want to put out on the internet, clearly, but just a lot of what I did in the past, who I was in the past, I just am not deserving of a life pretty much, and undeserving, but I'm still around. And pretty much since going clean and since working so often, it's become a matter of pretty much me living my life, repenting and trying to make up for everything I've done pretty much. And even more so now, because like, fuck me, right? So yeah, so that's like the start of it, and then it sort of just keeps getting unboxed and keeps trying to learn from there. And because I am inherently not a good person, right, I think that just makes it even harder, and that makes me harsher on myself. But I think I'm ranting a little bit. Yeah, so with all of that, I was just getting my thoughts together. Like, yes, you can say that me trying to make up for everything I did makes me a better person than who I was in the past, and who I was in the past isn't me now, but it is a part of me regardless, and I'm not letting it affect my life in the way that it used to. But at the same time, it's taken such a toll on me mentally, and it's also taken a toll on my relationships not only with, you know, previous relationships, but also with friends, with family. And it's just not a good mindset to have, but at the same time, it's what I've been dealt. So, on top of that as well, just with wanting to isolate myself, TLDR, like, the only person who was relatively the closest in my life and who's been with me since the start, being my grandma, I am no longer in contact now and no longer going to contact her, even though she's helped me, because I think I'm really just tired of the constant criticism and just constantly hearing things about my family and how they feel about me, and I'm just sick and tired of it because they're not a part of my life anymore, right? And the person who quite literally is family to me going on about things like that, yeah, I was just sick of it. I don't know if that makes me a bad person. I'm pretty sure it does, right? Because who the fuck just ups and leaves on their grandma, right? Because I'm just, you know, done with hearing things about my family and things they've been saying about me. But I don't know. I think that's something to talk about with my therapist coming Monday. But yeah, like, I just don't feel good about that. But I felt like it had to be done. And I feel like that's a lot of my life at the moment in general, where it's like I have to do shitty things or be a shitty person or be in a shitty spot just to get better. And I'm so sick of it and I'm so tired of it, because who the fuck wants to be in my position, right? And I'm like, I'm hoping, and I think that's the reason I'm still around, is that I'm hoping that there's light at the end of the tunnel. And I think, again, I'm just being a little bitch about it, right? So that's sort of where my headspace is at. And part of me, again, has given up now, pretty much, and I'm tired. But at the same time, it's like, hey, if I somehow crawl or like claw my way to the end and somehow, you know, find it all worth it, then like, fuck, I can say I made it, right? But if I don't, then I think I'm more than okay with that, because I've tried and I've been trying, and again, I'm just over it. I'm just like pretty much ranting again, because like, what the fuck else am I meant to do? I have so much fucking time. It's like 9 p.m. and I know what my friends or people who know me are gonna say when I say this, but it's like, I don't feel like, again, a good person, and for a multitude of reasons. If the one that keeps replaying in my head is that was I really that bad of a partner for her to pretty much 360 her life around and change everything just to not see me and just to pretend like I didn't exist, and, you know, it meant nothing. And I know what my friends say, and I know what they're gonna say when I say this. If they ever see this, they're gonna be like, why the fuck am I thinking this way? Who cares what she thinks? And like, I shouldn't be caring what she thinks or what she does, because she's no longer a part of my life too. But sorry, there's no buts. Like, it's true. Like, she's not a part of my life in the way that she was anymore, as much as it hurts to admit and as much as it hurts to say. But sorry, no, yeah, I wish that just wasn't the case, right? Because, again, just having someone, like, for the first time in my life that intimately, and losing that because I couldn't be better and I couldn't get better, really, really fucking hurts. Like, really, really fucking hurts. Yeah. You can always say, like, what? You can meet someone new, someone better who is deserving of whatever I have. And again, to some extent, that's true. But I'm gonna say but this one time. Like, I don't want to have to choose someone else when I could have kept choosing the same person and being with the same person, because I think that shows like love so much stronger than having someone again, meeting someone at your best and then getting to know parts of your life that led up by having. I'd much rather have someone who stuck with me in my shittest moments and saw that growth and kept choosing me in spite of, you know, how much I've been struggling, right? Even though I could have kept choosing, because I think that's what love is, right? It's just constantly choosing to be with a person in spite of everything. I feel like I wasn't really given that chance. And I know that she said that she always turned the other way and that she always tried to keep choosing me, but it just got to a point. And then when I heard that, I think I chose myself first, which I regret a lot, because that was really fucking selfish, right? And she was hurting too, of course. Like, breakups aren't easy. And I don't know why the fuck I'm talking about this again, because it's been it's been like fucking, what, 2.5 months now, almost 3 months. And yeah, I think the more I keep talking about everything going on with my life, and it's the same topics, whether that's me ruminating over my past relationships or me struggling with my day-to-day life and struggling financially and struggling mentally and trying to seek help, I feel like no matter how much, again, I talk about it, it's pointless, especially because I've stopped taking action in trying to heal and trying to get better because of how much I know that's going to require of me. And I'm so fucking tired of it, and I'm so fucking tired of it. But that's also a big reason as to why I don't try, and I try my best not to bother anyone about these issues other than my fucking camera, because I'm talking to myself, right, with it, because again, it's such a cycle and it's so repeated that I know that people who do know me are gonna get sick of it, and they have been sick of it. And it's not like I enjoy it either, but it's sort of, if I were to compare it, it's basically just addiction, and it's what I know, and it's, at some point I'll be able to cope with it just through repeated, exposure. But at the same time, who wants to get fucking put through this again and again and again until it gets better, right? And I don't think I know a healthier way to cope with it. And again, like, that's a part of learning, right? But I'll probably talk a bit more once I collect my thoughts. So enjoy my quick little workout session. I didn't record much and didn't go to the posing room again just because I'm just not feeling it. So yeah, and now this is a little bit after I can't adjust this camera to save my life. Pretty much still mulling over a lot of things, and I might as well say this now, just because probably never gonna get a chance to ever say it again. But pretty much, I think one of the biggest things in the relationship was the fact that I never told her the reason why I did really like her and then ended up loving her, and why I chose a relationship with her. Because I think to this day, I still find it embarrassing. Not because I chose to like someone, but because I think just the reasons behind it, and just I think me being so weak in that sense, just like not, I think being just being vulnerable in that aspect was just something I couldn't ever get over, and I think she understood that, and I think I was just too weak in that aspect. But yeah, pretty much he always tried figuring out when I started liking her, or when I started like wanting to pursue a relationship, pretty much. And I always swerved the question, or I always made up some bullshit answer, and even if I did tell her, it was always some bullshit answer. But pretty much it was when it clicked for me, it was, I think, when she wanted to spend time with me on my birthday, of all things, which is embarrassing to fucking say now. But yeah, I think just from that point onwards, because prior to her, I spent most of my birthdays alone, and I think I also just was always alone up to that point. And I think someone wanting to choose to spend time with me on an important day, I think really meant a lot. It meant a lot. Fuck, why am I tearing about this? Yeah, just, I think that was the big moment it clicked, because it was like, if someone's wanting to choose to spend time with me on this day of all days, then it must mean something, right? And I feel like I should have valued that a lot more than how I did in the past. And look, if she ever sees this, now she knows, alright? But I doubt she'll fucking see this. But yeah, I think that's when it started clicking, and I was interested in her for a while, like when I first met her. And I think when I really started to like her, it was when all that happened. So yeah, I wish I got to say, or I wish I said it at a better time rather than after it's been over. But yeah, pretty much, what else do I have to say? Yeah, I'm just like, I regret a lot of things. So that's like one of them, right? And there's a lot more that I'll probably unpack at some point, but I feel like I've been talking way too fucking much. So yeah.